he also tells us that Jesus is judge. Listen, nobody likes to be judged, right? Especially in this day and age. But look at what he tells Cornelius, verse 42. He says, and he commanded us to preach to the people and to testify that Jesus is the one appointed by God to be judge of the living and the dead. So just as Jesus has been chosen by God by anointing him with the Holy Spirit and with power, he's also likewise appointed him to be the ultimate judge. Jesus is the judge of the living and the dead. Some like to say that the living and the dead, in the broader context of Peter being told to take the gospel that only the Jewish believers had and to share it with the Gentiles, that the living and the dead is a reference to the Jews and the Gentiles. The Jews are the living, the Gentiles are the dead. But even if that's true, there's probably a larger meaning going on here, and it's likely referring to the end times, the end of time and the coming judgment. Specifically, that Jesus will judge the living, that is the saved, and he will judge the dead, those who are not saved. Now, Christian, you may be saved, but that doesn't mean that you're going to escape judgment. We don't talk about this a whole lot, and I don't want to camp out here too long. But Paul said that Christians would be judged by Jesus. That's what he wrote in 2 Corinthians when he said that we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ. It was when Paul wrote that to the Corinthians, that was a church. He said, look, all Christians are going to have to appear before the judgment seat of Christ. And the reason why, so that each one may receive what is due based on what he has done in the body, whether it's good or bad. Nobody amens that much. You know that?